नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. This is JVN Dr. Lily Trivedi, and today I'm going to take a lecture on cell. Now, what is a cell? It is defined as the smallest basic unit of life responsible for all life process. Now, we can say that cell is structure and fundamental unit of life. Now, the basic structure of every cell organelle which we study comes under cell biology. So cell biology is study of cell. Now Robert Hooke was the first biologist who discovered cell. We all know all organisms are made up of cells. They can be single cell like bacteria or multi-cell like an tree. Mycoplasm are the smallest known cell. Cells are the building blocks of all living beings. They provide structure and convert the nutrients from the food into energy. They are complex and their different components perform different functions. So our body is also made up of cells from different shapes and sizes. Now it is the lowest form of organization in life form. Now human beings, we all have number of cells and that can be compared to a single cell bacteria. Now, if we see, they comprise of several organelles and they have the special, each organelle has special function. The hereditary material is also present in the cell. Now, discovery of cell. Who discovered cell? Robert Hooke discovered cell in 1665. He observed a piece of bottle cork under microscope and saw little small rooms, and that he since his microscope was limited, so he could not conclude that they were living or non-living. Now, Anton von Leeuwenhoek later observed them under compound microscope and he saw some movement also. So he thought that this is alive and eventually he named it as animalcules. Robert Brown provided the first insight into the cell structure and described the nucleus in the cells of orchids. Now the characteristics of cell. They provide structure and support to the body of an organism. They are organized into different individuals which are separated by membrane. Nucleus is the main organelle which holds genetic information necessary for reproduction and growth. Every cell has one nucleus and has number of membrane bound organelles. Mitochondria is double membrane bound and responsible for the energy which is required for the survival of cells. Now lysosomes digest unwanted material in the cell and endoplasmic reticulum play important role in the internal organization of the cell. How? By synthesizing selective molecules and directing them, processing them in their appropriate locations. Now, types of cells. How many types of cells we have studied in previous junior classes? Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. What is the difference? Prokaryote has no nucleus, only free genetic material is present and it is called nucleoid. All are single cell microorganisms. The cell size range from 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer in diameter. Hereditary material can be DNA or RNA, and reproduction in prokaryotes is by binary fission. It is a form of asexual reproduction. Now, eukaryotic cells, they are characterized by true nucleus. The size of the cell is 10 to 100 micron. There are three broad categories: plant, fungus, protozoa, and animals. The plasma membrane is responsible for transport of nutrients and electrolytes. They reproduce, eukaryotes reproduce sexually as well as asexually. But in the eukaryotics, there is plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell contain chloroplasts, cell vacuoles and other plastids, whereas animal cells do not. Now if we come to the cell structure, we will see there is cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus and cell organelles. So what is cell membrane? Let's take it supports and protects the cell, separates from the external environment, and it is present in all the cells. Now it is the outer covering for organelles and contains cytoplasm and nucleus. It is also referred as plasma membrane. It is porous in structure and permits selective substance in and out of cell. It forms ball-like structure between two cells as well as between the cell and surrounding. So plants are immobile, so their cell structures are well adapted and protection is there from external factors. After cell membrane, we have cell wall. Now it is present only in the plant cell. It is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. It protects the plasma membrane and other components and is the outermost layer in plant cell. It is rigid and stiff in structure. It provides shape and support to the cells and protects them from mechanical shock and injuries. After this, we have the cytoplasm. It is a thick, clear, jelly-like substance present inside the cell membrane. And most of the chemical reactions take place. Mitochondria, nucleus, ribosome are present here. Now, if we come to cell organelle, they are performing specific functions like we have the nucleus. It is the site of ribosome synthesis. It controls cellular and cellular reproduction. Nuclear membrane, it protects the nucleus by forming a boundary. Chromosome, it plays important in determining the sex of an individual. Endoplasmic reticulum, this we know is plays an important role in the transportation of substances and in the primary role in metabolism of carbohydrate, lipids, steroids and proteins. Golgi bodies are also there. They are also called post office because they transport material within the cell. Ribosomes are protein synthesizers. They synthesize protein and mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell because it produces ATP. Lysosome protects the cell from engulfing foreign bodies and it is also known as suicide bags. Chloroplast is important for photosynthesis because it contains chlorophyll and vacuoles are the storage of water, food and other waste material in the cell in vacuoles. Now this is the ultrastructure of a plant cell and animal cell. Now you can see all the organelles are here. The vacuole is there. The cell wall characteristic of plant cell and the chloroplast. Then this is the animal cell. Here vacuole is absent, cell wall is absent. What extra is present here? Lysosome. Lysosomes are present here. So this is ultrastructure of animal cell. And this is the difference which we have studied. Now let's come revise the functions of the cell. Provide support and structure, facilitates growth, that is through mitosis, allows transport of substances, it is a storehouse energy production and it aids in reproduction. So students, I hope you have found this lecture interesting. If you have any query, please give in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by digital version 2.0 of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Namaste. Thank you.